Hi everybody. I thought I'd do this video today. I know that I haven't done a video for quite some time, but I've just come in from work. I've got lots of writing to do before I go back out again. And I just nipped on Facebook and some of the posts that are coming up. I thought I'd like to just shed a bit of light on things because I'm noticing very much that there are so many people that are struggling with loss of identity, struggling with questioning their purpose, struggling with even just trying to get through every day, struggling with tiredness, struggling with lack of energy, struggling with aches and pains, struggling with headaches and all sorts of different things. And believe me, I'm not immune from this stuff. I have had so many things happening this last few months, physically, emotionally, mentally, everything. I've had it thrown at me. And thankfully, because I've got a good team behind me in spirit, I've got a lot of backup and a lot of support, a lot of support, not just in the etheric, let's say, but also with my family and some very close friends. So I'm actually doing okay right now, and I'm happy about that. But one thing I wanted to talk about was ego, because ego has pretty much had its free run for many, 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 many years. I'm talking thousands of years. And I had a conversation about this last night in class. And what we must understand, so I hope this might shed some light for people, that we're going through a massive clearing at the moment. And the reason why we're going through this massive clearing is because the ego, that lower frequency, is very much part of the third dimension. It's very much part of how we've actually lived our life for millennia. And we've only really been living half a life. I'm seeing and experiencing things, conversations, messages, all sorts of different things that are coming in from other humans, from people that, as in some respects, has shocked me because I didn't expect it. But the one thing I do is I look beyond the human being and I look to the soul. And I very much understand that this is all part of clearing. So there seems to be a lot of bitterness going off. There seems to be a lot of jealousy rearing its head, a lot of um, not very nice things going off. There is actually doing a lot of clearing. And I know it sounds strange me saying it like this, and probably a lot of people won't really understand that. But believe me, this is exactly what's happening. And we are all in some way, shape, or form being affected by it. There is so many changes happening energetically right now that even in the light workers, in the spiritual field, um, we're all getting knocked by it. And it's kind of bringing to the surface people questioning their purpose, questioning why they're even doing all this stuff. You know, what are they trying to achieve by it? But all I want to say is, please don't give up. Don't give up. Keep charging forward. Find your tribe. Speak to people that you can trust. Know that there are people, there are good people out there who don't judge each other, who, are there really just to see you as part of them and to try to help you, get through any of these trials and these tests that we're all going through. And, it's not about anybody being better than anybody else. It's not about even questioning your worth and what you're capable of. This is about being able to trust in your inner guidance, being able to trust in, that soul part of you, that your soul knows exactly what's happening. Your soul knows exactly what we're all going through and why we're going through it. But you've got to learn to sort of ride those waves. You've got to learn to flow rather than kicking upstream. So if things are happening that are really triggering you, if you can step back and take a breath and say, right, well, I realize that I'm not going with the flow right now. I'm actually pushing against it. Then you can bring yourself back to a place where you can start to flow. And what does flow look like? It's about letting go. The things that you can't control, just say, I'm letting it go. It's not that you're not acknowledging these things. It's not that you're not worried about these things, but worry is a low frequency. Stress is a low frequency. Anxiety is a low frequency. And because of the energy that's happening at the moment, because of this fight that we've got going on between dark and light at the moment, and believe me, there's light in dark and there's dark in light, so it's not something that's opposite or separate. Every bit of it is needed. But because this is happening, because this what's the word I can use, because this in human terms we see it as a battle. Universe doesn't. Universe just sees this contrast happening, and this contrast is now trying to find balance all over again. And yes, we're going to be triggered by things because we are part of universe. We're part of this contrast, and we're part of that, trying to find that balance and everything. So just be kind to yourself and be kind to other people. No one knows what someone else is experiencing, only what people share with each other. You only know the tip of the iceberg with anybody. You don't know everything, and if that, if one person hurts or offends you for whatever reason, then you have to learn how to look beyond that and try to understand from a higher perspective. And I've had things happen like that to me in my life, and my ego's kicked in, and I've questioned things, and I've got angry at things, and got hurt by things, and I've cried about things that have hurt me. But the one thing that I always do, and maybe this is just the way that I've developed, is that I can sit on my own and I can question things, and I can try to see things from a different perspective. So I'll try to look beyond the human and look to the soul. It's not an easy thing to do because we are all human and we're all affected by what humans do to one another. But equally, the energy that is around at the moment, we are feeding into it when we are, responding to it in the same way that it is responding to us. So how can we try and sort of overcome this, or try to at least get some balance from it? Well, the one thing I would say is, well, I'm going to list it. So the one of the things would be just to step back and take a breath. Because the moment you take a breath, a long, slow breath, it just gives you, and that's why they call it breathing space, it just gives you a little bit of time to try to collect yourself before you respond. 2, make sure you're getting enough rest. This is one that I'm having to really, really work on because I've been that busy, and it's no excuse because I'm the one in control of my life. But because I've been so busy, I've ended up in overwhelm and kind of had a few meltdowns along the way, and then got excited again, and then had a few meltdowns again, then got excited again. But I'm I'm working on, I need to get more sleep, because if I don't have the right amount of sleep, then my mood changes. And no amount of meditating gets me out of that place until I can sort out what it is that I need to do. So yeah, try and get more sleep. If you can't have a good pattern of going to bed early and getting up early, and getting your proper sleep, also because a lot of the time in sleep state we end up going on doing work in other realms, and also we wake up good sleep, so we've got broken sleep. Then take a nap in the day. If you can find 5 minutes of just shutting your eyes can be absolutely a game changer. So try and get out in fresh air. I decided that I was just going to try and put some seeds in, because I've got no vegetables growing at the moment. So I thought I'll go and do that before I do any writing or walk the girls. And I can't find all my seeds. So I thought, okay, so that's universe saying to me, no, focus on what you're meant to be doing, get that writing done, and then it's out of way. So that's what I'm going to have to do. So, but I am going to take the dogs and I'm going to get a walk, and I'm going to breathe some of that fresh air in, and I'm going to get some sunshine on me as well. So, there are three things that you can do. But the last thing I would say is find your tribe. We've all known people for many years and felt like that was our tribe, so to speak. And then we're finding that these people are falling away, they're going down their own paths, and this is no judgment. They're going through their own journeys, etc. And we find ourselves feeling like we don't fit in. Now, what I understand is when we reach that point, we end up going into a place what I call limbo. It just means that you are on the precipice of a massive change. And this is a positive change, by the way, not a negative change. But there will be things happen along that path that you may not feel comfortable with. It might not, you might not want to experience it, but believe me, there will be. Okay, so the words I've just got is there is light at the end of the tunnel. Dark and light, we're there again. So, reach out, even if it's just one person that you 100% trust, just reach out to him, and know that you are really, really not alone. You are loved, and you are appreciated and respected for all that you contribute to this life. And, just be that beautiful soul that you are. So I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to get on with my stuff. And hopefully soon I'll be back on track with my positive affirmations and my channelings, and yeah, and just sending love. Take care for now. Bye.